Welcome back, student. Last session we have finished direct method and assume mean method of statistics to calculate mean. So we have understood how this direct method and assume mean method work. Now we have to work on step deviation method. And why we need step deviation method? To simplify the calculation. Why we have to simplify the calculation? So that we have to do calculation with lower digit instead of the bigger number. Okay. So saying that, what are the steps we are going to follow in step deviation method, which will reduce the high calculation to lower calculation. Perfect. Now here in this case, as usual, we have to find di, which we have done in the previous case of assume mean. Di is nothing but xi minus a, and there is one addition in this. You need to find ui. What is ui? Di divided by g. And now what is g? G is greatest common divisor of assumed mean. Okay, let's take an example here in this case, right? So here in this case, this is your class mark, and class mark, how we calculate? Divide lower limit and upper limit addition by 2. So and we have assumed something over here, 2200. We have done assume mean, right? After assuming, we calculate di similar to assume mean method. So we got di. So in di, we need to find the greatest common divisor. It will be very easy because the numbers look like here in this case. You can see 400 is the greatest common divisor. Okay. So using 400, you can divide all the numbers. So your g will be 400 in this case. Now divide all the di factor with the g, so you'll get ui minus 3. So minus 1200 divided by 400, 800 divided by 400, like that you will get ui. Once you get ui, then write the frequency. Rest of the table will remain as it is, but here in the last column you have to calculate frequency into ui. Instead of di, you have to do ui. So one addition in this, so that the addition is what? Ui. So once you get this UI things, right, your calculation will be easy. Only one additional step and calculation will become easy. Okay. So what is the formula? Again, formula will remain as it is the moment you calculate fi ui, adding all those value, right? And that fi ui divided by fi summation fi will get u bar. Okay. Once you get u bar, this is a formula. X bar is equal to assume mean plus u bar into z. You'll get your main mean. So this is the way you have to find the mean using a step deviation method. You will understand in details once we solve question. Let's see again practice set 6.1 question number 5. You will understand in detail how we have to do it. Okay. So question says that a frequency distribution of funds collected by 120 workers in a company. Okay, 120 workers in a company. For the draft, affected people are given in the following table. Find the mean of the fund. Step deviation method. So fund is given and you have to find the mean. Okay. So what should be your first step? Your first step is to write the class. Okay. Let's write that. So 0 to 500, 500 to 1000. Similarly, you can write all the class. Now what next? To find the class mark. So 0 plus 500 divided by 2, 250. Similarly, you can calculate for all. Up till now all steps are same. Even next step will be also same. You have to assume some mean, like this one will be assume mean. Subtract assume mean from xi. So 250 minus 1250, it will be 1000. Similarly, next will be 500, 0, 500 and 1000. Now here what is the additional step? You find the g. So common divisor, I can see that it's 500. It's very visible. So for divide each number with 500. So here it will be 2, here 1, 0, 1, 2. Easy. Now again, next step, just write the frequency against each table. So 35, 28, 32, 15 and 10. Check the summation. Summation is equal to 120. This will be your n. Now multiply fi and ui. It will be easy because numbers are now very small. 70 minus 28, 0, 15, and once you add, you'll get minus 63. Till now, it's very easy. Only additional step you have done UI. So what next? You need to calculate U bar. How to calculate U bar? This summation of Fi Ui divided by summation of Fi. So minus 63 divided by 120. So if you want, you can calculate here, or you can do later in the final steps. I will do final step. So directly, what is the formula to calculate the mean? X bar is equal to assume mean plus U bar into G. What is assume mean in this case? 1250 plus U bar. So that is minus 63 divided by 120 into G. G, what was our G? 500 in this case. Now you can work on how to reduce the number and you can do the calculation. 10 gone. Remaining, if you solve, you will get 262.5. Right? Subtract this, you'll get 987.5, and this is your answer. This is your X bar. Okay, so one additional step, but your calculation is easy. Chances of accuracy will be more. That's the reason we have this particular method. Perfect. Now we'll jump over to the final question of practice set 6.1, and this will clear all the doubts of this particular method. Find the mean of weekly wages by step deviation method. So first job, write the class. Pause video, write the class, and find the class mark. Okay, this is the easiest step. You should do it. I hope you've written till class mark. Now find one assume mean. Okay, in this case we choose, I would say we can choose this time 2500, this as an assume mean. Okay, let me write here to avoid confusion. Assume mean is equal to 2500. Okay, now subtract each number with assume mean. You will get your di. Here in this case your di will be minus 1000, 0, 1000, 2000. Right, now greatest common divisor, you can see easily 100,000 is the greatest one. So minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Super. Now write the frequency. So 25, 45, 50 and 30. Addition will be how much? 145, 25, 50, 70, 120, 150 is the total. Now calculate Fi into Ui quickly. So it will not take much time. So Fi into Ui will be minus 25, 0, 50 and 60. And this will be positive 85. Using that, you can calculate U bar. U bar is nothing but summation of Fi Ui divided by summation of Fi, and is equal to 85 divided by 150. You can do this later also, it's your choice. No need to write separately. Yeah. So as mean is equal to X bar, assume mean plus U bar into Z. Assume mean was 2500, U bar is nothing but 85 upon 150, and your G is what? 1000. So this will get cancelled. 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are, and so once you calculate, this number will be 566. So 2500 plus 566.67, because it's repeating, then 2500 if you add, you'll get 3066.67 rounding. So this is your weekly wages mean. This is where we found the answer. Isn't it easy? So the deviation method, step deviation method is even easy. So we have learned all three methods. First was direct method. Second was assume mean. The only additional step was assume mean. We have added and calculated di. And the third one, which is a step deviation method, one addition, we calculated ui. That's it. All three method is beautiful to calculate the mean of any of the frequency table. Fine. So let's close this video over here. We'll meet in the next session with the next practice set. Till then, keep learning.